This is the only tool you need to caulk anything. Alright, there are 3 reasons your caulking sucks. You're not putting enough material down, you're putting too much material down, or you don't have a good enough tool to spread it. I'll show you what to do. Alright, so anytime you start caulking, make sure you have a nice angle, nice 45-degree angle on your tube. And then you want to make sure that angle is just nestled in evenly in the corner that you're going to be caulking. So your goal is to just fill up that space enough so then this tool can just spread out a little bit extra. You don't need tape. You don't need any kind of spray or soapy water if you just put the right amount. So I'm just gonna put less than I need, and I'll show you how it doesn't cover it. All right, so you're trying to be careful here, you know. Don't wanna put too much on, right? But then what happens is the tool can't do its job. There's not enough room for it to scrape. But if you put down just a little more, it's almost to the point where it's given just a little bit of a bulge. And then you do want a wet paper towel just to be able to wipe off the tool. So you wipe off your tool, and then you come in at that same angle. And then if you don't like it, you can come back again. It's not going to mess it up. Press just a little harder. And then you can clean up that just through the other side of the tool. Make sure your tip is nice and clean before you start again. And then 45-degree angle. It's okay if you have a little extra, but the key is you don't want so much coming out the back that it spreads on both the sides. And the cool thing about this tool is you can go over a section multiple times and it's not going to ruin it. You just add a little more pressure to where you want it. Like right there, there's a little bit of a lip. So if I just go back a little more, gone. I just follow through. Light pressure, a little more. And just follow through. Perfect. Again, clean out your tip of the caulk. And then it really doesn't have to be pretty. You just can't put too little or too much material so the tool doesn't work. Like, okay, that's not pretty, but that'll clean up. As long as it's within the realm of where the tool is going to reach, you're fine. Like, this is a little out of the realm of the tool, so I'm just going to wipe that out right now. And then make sure your tool is clean. Start in front of where it was with a really light pressure And then as you come into the area you're gonna do, even pressure. A little line there, you can just wipe away. So you don't need tape. It's just more time, more hassle. So I have this lip here, I'm just gonna come in front of it. And then like really light pressure as I start. And then a little more pressure. And then follow through. You're not gonna mess up the stuff you're going over again if you're not gonna add more pressure. Still a bit of a lip there if you see that. So I'm just coming down a little more on the top side so you can grab that. And one more time. You could even go in just a little more direct instead of at a 45 just to get that edge out. So that edge is gone now. And then back to the 45. Perfect. Let's clean the end of your tip. I'm gonna go back a little bit because I see there's not a lot of material here, so I'm gonna come back a little bit and then just forward. If you don't notice there's enough material, you can go back. As long as you're within that realm of the tool reaching it, and we'll be able to grab it. There we go. That should be perfect. Then one more time, starting in front of it. Really light pressure as you start. Then even pressure at a 45. So that was borderline a little too much material because I had so much at the end there. But then the beauty of this tool is you can just grab it like this, or you could use your finger. Wipe it off the rag. Same up here. Grab it like that, or you can use your hand. But you need to do with your hand be. Again, there's just a little lip there. I'm gonna grab, come in front of it, really light pressure, and then bending the tip up just a little bit. And then back down. See how much material came off just from that. So just bending the tip up just a little bit will help you remove more material, but you don't need anything bigger than this. This comes in a pack of like 4, and this is the smallest one. So all you really need is this guy for any kind of caulking. If you have a bigger joint, you just go at less of an angle. If you have a smaller joint, you just get more of the tip in there. And don't skimp on the paper towels. Once they get kind of gunked up with the caulk, they're pretty useless. So grab a fresh one, put a little water on it, and you're good to go. Just gonna do the side here. So I need a little more material at the top there just to come over that corner. So I'll have that there. And then just down. So I'm just gonna come over the corner and then wrap around. So I would go a little less of an angle first, and then you can come back around and sharpen it up a little bit. So really light angle. And then down. And if you can keep moving, that'll keep the lines from happening. You see, because I kind of hesitated there, the lines happened. So if you come back at a slightly more of an angle, you can get that. And then you add just a little more material at the top here. So that was a little too much. Just gonna wipe that away. And then really using the tip. So it's nice coming around the top. And just getting the tip in there on the side. Getting a little more material here. See, if you keep going, there's no line. Put a little bit in there. To clean that up a little bit. All right, there we go. Perfect caulking every time with just the right amount of material and this one simple tool. I'll leave a link for it in the description, and happy caulking.